everybody? Digger here. I'm gonna go ahead and cover a rifle that almost anybody really has ever shot guns, ever like walked into a pawn shop or walked into a sporting goods store. Um, yeah, a good chance that you've seen it. You saw the price. You kind of want to know what it was about, and maybe you got turned away from it for whatever the reasons is. But I'm gonna go and this is like my personal touch. I'll get into the reasons why it looks the way it looks, opposed to the ones that you've seen. So, and trying to be fair with the way YouTube is about using images. So bear with me when I try to explain these things. Let's go ahead and let's get started. Anyway, so the Ruger 1022 is actually well known in this side of the fence of people that have actually owned firearms or just shot firearms, that type of deal. Is what I like to call the how do I say it, the Honda Civic of the 22 LRs, because you can't beat this gun. You really just can't beat it. It runs, it's reliable, and just from a little show and tell, it is extremely customizable, kind of like the AR platform. And let me jump into something that you're probably not going to go ahead and see it on the shelves at your Walmart or your Academy or Cabela's or your Bass Pro Shop like this. You're going to see it with the wood stock by itself, no scope, no sling, and I'll get into that in a minute. But you won't see them like this, and this is why it's a small customizable platform. And the first thing that you can not necessarily customize, but you can also just add on to it. Stand by. Yeah, that is the standard magazine. This is the magazine that comes with it. The majority of the time you come with just one, and to be honest with you, that's the downfall. The cool thing about these are the fact that, one, they're extremely accessible. Gun shops, your Bass Pro shops. I don't shop at Bass Pro. I'm just using them as an example because every so often they are Walmarts that carry this rifle, but they don't carry accessories such as magazines. So, Bass Pro Shop, I've seen them there. Cabela's, I've seen them there. Gun shops, I've definitely seen them there. Every now and again, you come across a batch of these in pawn shops. So, and in saying that, this is a rotary mag. Like, I would assemble it and show it to you, but the way YouTube is, unfortunately, I can't do that. But there's something that I can show you. This is the Butler Creek mag. This is it was kind of like their answer to its 10 round limitation. I don't know who in their right mind decided to go ahead and market 10 rounds as the magic number, as what we should have, especially for like a varmint hunting round. A varmint hunting rifle. There you go. I don't know whose idea that was, but it definitely, it basically rendered these obsolete. They're still nice to have due to the fact of the small differences. This is a plastic mag, so is this one. But these right here, these are called feed lips. These are, I wouldn't say a special type of metal. They are a certain type of metal. I haven't looked real deep into what type of metal they are, but these right here, these are plastic. They're prone to failure over an amount of time. My experience so far, I've bought 3 of these. This is the first one, and the paint has actually stripped off and gone back to its clear coat. The reason why I painted it is just so I can keep track of how long this thing is gonna fail. Now, I do load it up to 15 because that's basically its standard capacity for me, that it can hold itself now. The feed lips are starting to give away. The loading wrap as well is starting to show some wear and tear, as you can obviously see. I did try to clean it, but there's no cleaning this stuff off. It's just basically baked onto it. And you can see the same thing right there. Focus. It's baking on, but it's holding on because of the metal feed lips. And then, like I said, this is a rotary mag. I can definitely show you how to take it apart, put it back together. But unfortunately, that's what YouTube says we can't do. So bear in mind with me, please. Now, with this particular case, it is spring assisted, meaning they're like right there on the inside. You can kind of see the spring, not really. Fortunately, I'm not, like, just for safety reasons, I'm not going to go ahead and load the magazine. So anywho, this was its actual response. to that. And just because they're on the pricey side, and I'm a budget-minded guy. The BX25 mags do exist, and even 50-round magazines for this particular rifle exist. It is extremely customizable, and this is just one thing that can go on to this. Now, stand by with this one. Rifle. It is a plinking rifle, and it's all around a good teaching rifle. You know, and I'll get into that later on. So, when I went ahead and I just got me something that was just on the hot deal at an Academy Sports and Outdoors, it's simple. It was just a Centerpoint Tactical 4x20. That's all it was, and it's pretty nice. I mean, you have two. See if I can zero it in right here, right there, just like that. That's nice. You know, I to be honest with you, I really don't use it due to the fact because of the terrain that I'm at. I don't really need it, like just by itself. See if I can get it in there for you guys. Yeah, it's gonna be tough because there's not much of a light, but it's just like that. It's clear as day. And then I almost let it slip my mind there. Forgive me for a second. Here we go. It even comes in green. You know, for people that are colorblind, sometimes green works better than red, and then vice versa. Red works better than green. Now this is just an accessory that can be customized into the rifle. It's a very, very customizable platform. I've seen red dots. I've seen you know, pushing it up there with, like, you know, which got, like, I would say by 9x30 scopes on them. Pretty cool. They look pretty dope. I got a couple buddies from Louisiana as well that they actually go ahead and dump a good amount of money because of the small game that is hunted over there in their terrains. And if you don't believe me, well, you might as well just go ahead and look it up. And no joke, you'll see, like, wow, there's almost about maybe $1,100 dumped into a small varmint hunting rifle. I tell people about these. Yes, it does look like Grandpappy's rifle, but for the price, right now, from what I checked on Walmart and Academy is selling this for about $219. Walmart is selling it for $222 right now. I picked this thing up for $209. So for the price, you can't beat it. And with the ammunition, like right now, we are not in an ammunition scare like we were a couple years ago with 22 LRs. So they're very, very accessible. And like I said, you have your choice between 10 rounds, or you can go to 25 rounds from Butler Creek or the Ruger 1025s. And with 22s, like I said, if you like, and this is like something I always tell my buddies, it's always good to start off really small. I know you're gonna work your way out of it, because a lot of people talk down on rifles like this for whatever reason. There's a good chance some of us have, it's very few people that I come across that haven't shot this rifle or just give it high, not high props or high glory of it all. It's just a simple rifle that can work, and it's proven. And believe me, there's a lot of testimonies online about this rifle. There's a lot of negatives on it too, and I'll touch on the negatives in a minute, so stand by. Yeah, like the price you can't beat, the ammunition you're never gonna beat. I mean, 525 rounds for $20 on 22. Feeding it through 10 round mags is gonna get tiresome. I won't admit that it does get tiresome, but you're not gonna beat it. You can't do that with 9mm, the most common round nowadays. Especially, you're in no way gonna do that with 44s or 45 autos or 357 SIG. You're not gonna do nothing of that sort. For the guy out there or the woman out there, let's be fair around here. Yeah, just because it's male dominated doesn't mean it's a men's club here. You know what I mean? But point is, with something like this for about, and if you get them at a pawn shop at the right price for about $200, and you just want to go and have some fun, maybe shoot a couple beer cans, maybe get a little bit into a squirrel hunting or small game hunting, this can do it. Or you just want to be a weekend shooter, well, this can definitely do it. Believe me, I've taken shooting a deck of cards way too seriously with my buddies, all because of tight groups. That's all it was. You know, for something like that, for the price of what this rifle is, the accessories that come with it, and the ammunition, you just can't beat it. Like I said, it is the Honda Civic of the 22 LRs. And I don't like is it's blowback system, meaning after I go ahead and shoot off a round, yeah, it can eject, but it'll close up, and that's kind of a problem for me. So let me just put I'm pretty sure I'm already demonetized at this point. So, you know, empty mag, safety cleared. Go ahead, slap the mag on in there. There was a round in there, it would have charged it. Double checking, right there. And we go ahead and fire. Take it off safety. Boom. Normally it'll spit the round out, but it doesn't hold its charge. It just goes freely. See right there, just like that, simple ejection. You don't have to hold it forward or anything like that. Just go ahead and eject. So that is one thing. It does come with its own little, I guess, a latch. Pull down the charger handle, and it's right here. Hold down, charging handle stays in place, so you can go ahead and inspect it. But it's one of those things, if you're unfamiliar with it, it takes a little bit of time, and that's basically what I did. You know, like, you know, go ahead, check it again. That when I was done firing, I would always bring the charge back, like just straight up afterwards, bring it back, hold it, dump the mag, and then check sideways. You see a tunnel, you're in the clear. If you see brass, or in this case, if you see a color that looks gold, you're not in the clear. But like I said, that's one thing that I really wish it has. I do like the fact that the safety is, you know, it's fairly simple. On certain guns, very, very rare, you're gonna come across where the red means safety and the blank means nothing. You know, in this case, you know, it's not painted as white or red. This one right here, it does have the red marking. Red, you're dead, and black, I have no idea. I don't have a rhyme for that one yet. But that's one good safety feature. And to tear it apart completely and clean it is extremely easy. But to be fair, with how YouTube has us in the gun channels the way it is, I'm not really trying to make any money here. I just want my message to be put out there just like anybody else, no matter what it is. Anywho, so as I close this video out, you know, Ruger 1022, highly customizable platform, extremely well for a little small game hunting. You know, if you're that good enough to like catch a white-tailed dove on a branch, you know, it's a challenge. Most people use shotguns, but I like a challenge. You know, if you ever want to experience outdoor living, this is one of those rifles you can go ahead and backpack. You know, obviously, how I like to do it, it's not so much that I'm trying to protect the wood. I'm just trying to blend in with the environment in any way I can. You know, minus the sling. You know, like where I go, we park about a good couple of meters away, and you know, it's not really necessary. And a lot of it, really, we're just trying not to give off too much of a shadow, where I could just hold it like this. Or if I'm in the front or in the rear, I kind of just hold it outward like that, and then we just kind of fan out. But like I said, very customizable platform, very affordable ammo, and the accessories that come with it, that's just up to your limitations. So as I wrap it up, I appreciate you sticking all the way through the video. I hope gave you something to think about. You know, I appreciate it if you go ahead and like the video. I will always appreciate a good conversation down below. And hell, if you subscribe to me, I appreciate it. I really do. And hey, just my opinion, go ahead and pick one of these suckers up. You probably won't regret it, and probably by the time you have a kid or so, at least you have something to train them on, or in this case to show them something, or like however it is you're gonna roll. Believe me, there's so much to be done with this rifle. It's just up to whatever you think your limitations are. That is your limitation. So hell, thank you for go ahead and sticking through it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Live free, stay strong.